going on, man? What's going on?
So it's been August, September, October, November, 4 months.
4 months. It's a really big 4 months already.
Not full 4 months, but pretty much like that.
Since
last time we were here.
Yeah. It was a big moment last time we were here. It was like a catalyst to a whole lot of things.
Yeah. It was, for me, great moment. For you, great moments came afterwards.
It was great. It was great because it set in motion a whole series of events that have led to a lot of improvement and growth, physically, mentally, strategically. A lot's changed since then. Like a lot.
As you can see, so Ryan got massive and I got shredded. Not almost.
Yeah. So my weight today, clothed 108.7.
108.7. I trained in the morning. After breakfast, it was 83.5.
25 kilos.
25 kilos. So on a good day, there would be 4 or 5 weight classes between us. Rematch will happen somewhere in 2025. You expect that? Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna get bored and I'm gonna get fat.
You're gonna go up. Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
You're still in your early 30s, right?
32, yeah.
30,
Yeah.
It'll happen. You'll end up over 100.
So, after last time, you had great arm wars, great experience.
Yeah.
Pulled through some great matches there. What was some good lessons that you learned?
Yeah, the main lesson that I came away from East vs West was about where my body should be. I think that yourself and Giannis both expressed to me afterwards that 90 kilos I shouldn't be pursuing it. You guys encouraged me at the time and said, look, 100 kilos, just embrace 100 kilos. Between our match and Arm Wars, I had 4.5 weeks and I was touring Europe and I just ate as much as I physically could. It was a real mission of mine. I was like, I can't be light. I need to be back to my normal self. And I stepped onto the stage at 98 kilos when I faced Bogdan. And I felt a whole lot better. There was more to it than just the physical returning of that weight as well. There was a whole mindset shift. You in particular, you pushed me back towards and reminded me about the value of being present in the moment and being calm and reading the match and the situation and not worrying about aggression and hype, but just controlled aggression and presentness in there. And that, again, I felt amazing in the match because of that. And there was one more thing that I learned from the East vs West 4 match with you, which was what my style is. And again, you guys pushed me back towards being a top roller. I'm a top roller.
Absolutely. You can bust out the press. You can get without rip. You can do all those things, but this is bread and butter.
From the platform of the top roller.
Yes.
So I kind of walked away from that loss really excited about all those 3 factors. I've gone really heavily into those 3 factors after Arm Wars, and I got back to Australia. I hired strength coach, Lachlan Adair and Sebastian are combining, working together with me. I've fallen in love with bench pressing. Hey, I think we do some benching with you before we go.
Yeah. We're not too sore. We can do it maybe Sunday.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I was training today and I was like, no, let's leave Ryan alone. He has a big match coming up.
But falling in love with things like bench pressing and foundation strength has been very transformative physically. My posture's changed. Like it's just very visible.
Yeah.
Everyone here
of course,
has said to me,
weight is different, but you look muscular.
People like Bojan came up to me. I was at in the lobby. Bojan came up and grabbed me behind. He said, you finally look like a man."
Oh man, that's Bojan.
Yeah, that's Bojan. I was like, yeah, it's true though. But because I spent 9.5 years just hand and wrist, I just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And now, just doing some powerlifting style movements in amongst my arm wrestling. My kyphosis, my back, that's the thing that I'm being happiest with. I used to be really like this. It's now feels natural to have my shoulders back here. I feel like I stand taller. My back pressure, what it's done to me on the table, we'll find out truly against Zurov, but my back pressure and side pressure feels better. Like, and Lachlan's telling me that. Lachlan's like, dude, yeah, it's there.
Okay,
So,
that's very good.
Yeah.
So you after Dubai, you went back. Your match get announced like a week later, I think. And you've been just training every day? Or
Yeah,
what was the schedule?
I've missed a day. It's been 7-day-a-week training, and it's been. I had 5 really good weeks to really work hard.
Yeah.
And in those 5 weeks, I kind of went from like an RPE 7, 8, all the way up to 9. I did 2 weeks. My side pressure movements back down to maybe an RPE 5. I kept my back pressure movements up at 9. My bench press stayed up at 9, and then we traveled. So, it's been a really. I've been in a commercial gym. It's been so refreshing doing these other movements that are just classical movements: bench press, pull downs, rows.
And just see yourself progressing, because you have the mindset when you pursue something aggressive.
Yeah.
When I look at those videos, I see you pursuing everything aggressive.
Yeah. Well, I'm still finding, like in the bench press, for instance, I'm still finding that I can lift 5 more kilos than I did last time not because I've gotten stronger, but because I
Learn the move.
I'm studying in my head. I'm like, do the move better, do it better, do it better. And all of a sudden, like the time I lifted 130, I messaged Sebastian straight away afterwards, and I said, for the first time in any lift I've done, I directly felt why pushing my heels down can help the lift. Like I felt that, I got the connection right, and all of a sudden 130 was like easy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I'm still refining. The numbers are still going up really quickly because of that refinement. Yeah. So I don't know if I had perfect form right now, I'm guessing like 140, 145 would probably be my limit.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah.
And then the hard slog begins.
Yeah, it always does. But it's if you keep yourself disciplined, that's where you go. You know, newbie gains are newbie gains, and then they stop. But I feel like if you just continuously do this, we'll meet completely different Ryan in 6 months.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me because, like, the reason I always went in on hand and wrist was I always said hand and wrist is the most important thing to be dominant in over your opponent. But as I've gotten closer to the top of the sport, the amount of advantage you can get is so minimal that
someone has good hand like you.
Yeah.
It's negative. It's 0.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count.
And
So
then it's like, what else
everything else.
counts?
Exactly,
And
yeah.
so because I've had a few people ask me, how long am I anticipating to be in this season of foundation strength? And I said, likely for maybe 4 to 5 years before I might even think about my hand needing to be caught up to my arm or something like that. Like, I feel like the 9.5 years I did on my hand and wrist, I can rest on that for a long time. I'm not going to stop training my hand and wrist, but I feel like there's so much backfill to go. So
there's more here to fill than
yeah.
This is like ahead of everything else.
Yeah.
But the progress has been really good. I've been watching the videos and trying to support you as much as I can.
It's been fun. Like I said, I'll forever credit you in particular and Giannis as well. But you in particular to this chapter opening. I was very stubborn and I was convinced that no, the giant pumpkin, the hand and wrist exclusive is the way to get to the top for me. I was convinced.
I still think like you will find like training always changes. Nothing is static. You need things sometimes more. But I think eventually you will go from doing less general strength work to more specific work, because you will recognize your weaknesses better, you know. And it's always changing. Nothing is static in arm wrestling. Yeah, because I was looking at your training and it's good. On table, you know how to move because you do a lot of table. You build a lot of power, but you need foundation to keep that power. You know?
Yeah.
And that's one of the best lessons to learn in the sport. Not everyone needs it. Some guys are just weird, you know. We know those guys. They just don't need it. But I think there's levels to reach, and every time you want to break a level, you can't just do one thing. You have to do like 3 different things. So the weight you're gonna stay in is gonna be 110. That's what you're pursuing.
Well, what I have said to myself is, I know I love the sport. I know I want to be in it forever. So, come the day that I die, I want that end result to be the highest possible result. So if I'm limiting myself to a weight category, I think I'm reducing my end peak. So I'm just gonna see where it goes. I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm really enjoying eating big and training foundation strength. I think that 110 will be me for sure. This is a bloated one, by the way. I really force fed the last 3 or 4 days.
But get yourself a year of training, more muscle, less fat.
I think 110 sounds nice. That's crazy.
Hey, the day we see abs on Ryan Bowen.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. I don't know.
Hey, we thought a lot of things is never gonna happen, and they happen. So hey, that might happen.
That's true.
So you have a big match versus Zurov. You know he is the favorite, and he's more accomplished, dangerous opponent. But you've been training, studying him. Did you study all his matches?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, from your videos with Lachlan is pretty similar to how he does, but I just think Zurov does it better. You know the lane. So
the thing that I'm happiest with about the Georgian team is the look on their face when they saw me for the first time. It was genuine shock. They were all like, "Hey, we weren't expecting this." They were still expecting what they remembered.
You cut tonight.
So I like that I'm the extreme underdog, and I think there's a little bit of nervous tension in the Georgian camp because they can see I put the work in. He is the favorite. He should be the favorite, but I'm in a very unique place where I get to just tee off with almost no loss possible for me. Like if he utterly crushes me and turns me in, sure, I'll think that's a loss, but anything better than that, it's awesome. So I'm excited.
Like I said, in my opinion, if you win, that's amazing. If you take his wrist, that is great, and if you stop him, that's good.
Yeah.
So I for me, there's no loss in this match with you because every match, if I have a match, it pushes me forward. Like every time I might show up with different motivation in my head, but every match pushed me your match pushed me furthest I have been, in my opinion. After that, I felt great, but the motivation for every other match wasn't as big as for that. There was a lot of line. Let's be honest there,
Yeah.
So I think for you, this is great. Do you have any talks about the future?
Well, look, if I go well against Zurov, I'm going to be saying where you at, Chance. Sure, I'd like that story to come back around again.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, he beat Zurov, and we've had a history in the past, so that'll be cool. There's King of the Table. Khaled still wants the match. King of the Table, fresh was fresh, and then from there, it's just again see what comes their way.
Yeah, what we need is I think some big tournament and get you in the tournament.
Yeah, it's been ages since I've been the tournament.
Yeah,
it's just been super matches, but tournament, that's a skill that I need to refine still. I'm slow off the blocks. I'll
Same
admit that.
here, buddy. Same here, but so super slow. Yeah. It goes when you do it all. Are you thinking about coming back to Armwrestling, or you don't know?
Yeah, look, I love all of the promotions, so it's just a matter of if I get in Armwrestling, then give me. I'd love to pull someone like Nicholas Manistad or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe if my weight's where it's at, look, I don't know who you would match me with, but I'm kind of saying names from forgetting that I'm going up in weight. But look, I'll pull anyone anyway. So it's all good.
Yeah. I think the future is looking bright. That 2023 is going to be even better than 2022.
Hope so. Hope so.
Yeah.
There's lots.
Good luck.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes, and I feel.